My name is Rosario Angeles, and I'm born here in Santa Catarina, Minas, and I grew up here in Santa Catarina, Minas. Santa Catarina, Minas is recognized for make mezcal ancestral, that is using clay pot and crushing by hand. So this is what I fall in love, the way how to make ancestral mezcal. When we make mezcal, all the process is a really hard activity, and I have a team that is supporting to me. When I decide to make mezcal, and I choose the ancestral process is because this is part of my culture. And I've grown in this sound that make ancestral mezcal. So this is what I fall in love. And ancestral mezcal is principal characteristic is distilling in clay pot. How is the process? How we made the mezcal is we are in all the process, from cultivating the agaves, making mezcal, and just putting the mezcal in the bottles. Sometimes, like a team, we have the opportunity, that is the best, to go to the mountain, select the agaves, cutting, peel, and bring here. Sometimes we collect the agaves from different parts of the towns, but just people that is from the town cut the agaves and bring to here. Sometimes we buy cultivate agaves, and this is just, we have a contact, the guy that has the agaves, like the espadines, and they bring to here. We have a pre-Hispanic oven that is a conic. We have wood, and then we start to cover the troncos with the rocks. We collect rocks, special rocks that came from the mountains, from the river, volcanic rocks. And everything that we make is by knowledge. Just we have to calculate when it's ready, looking the smoke, looking through the rocks, and the troncos are almost done. We cover the rocks with a cap of fiber, the same fiber of the agave that is wet. And this is to protect that the agaves are not really in contact with the rocks. When we cover the rocks, we put all the agaves making a mountain. When we put all the agaves, we want to put a plastic and then all the dirt that is around. In this process, when we cook the agaves, is between 5 days, 8 days. To the distillation, we make 2 distillations all the time for made mezcales. I put all the fiber inside of the clay pot, because for the still we use clay pot. We put all that fiber inside of the fermentation in the distillation area. All the ovens are made with the same adobe breaks that we made with the fiber. We are collecting the tiny drops until we get all the body of the flavor and the smell of the mezcal. And this is 2 distillations for all the mezcales. From the beginning, when we cut the agave until try the drops that we are collecting is 1.5 months, sometimes 2 months. But at the final product is, I want to give some time to the mezcales when we finish to distill, and then I have the opportunity to balance the mezcal, just looking flavor and smell and the sweet part of the agave, and then we take the portion of alcohol. The mezcal, the difference of the mezcal in the artisanal or ancestral process, for me, for example, the clay pot is like you feel like the smoky, like the little dirt on the mezcales. It has more environment about in the mezcal. So when we are drinking the mezcal, when we continue with the tradition, when we have a cup of the mezcal, is sometimes that is culture, tradition, and really spiritual and respectful drink.